What's up, y'all? It's your girl Mama, and I'm back. I am out and about already this morning. It's just after 10. I have been up since probably 9, but I didn't go to bed till probably 2-ish, sometime after 2. Anyway, I got some errands to run. I've been taking care of some business this morning. I haven't really been speaking, so I still have the sleepy voice sound, which is terrible. But I thought I'd let you guys ride along with me this morning. And go do some errands with me. I'm going to the post office because I have to get my taxes sent off. And so that's what we're doing this morning. We're going to do the taxes, and I'm going to stop by my sister's house for a few minutes, and then I have to go to Walmart to see if I can find a container. We have quite a few supplies, and I'm running out of space to put stuff. Not because we have stuff in excess, but because we don't have a lot of space to put everything. So, last, I want to say, oh, here it is. Oh my God, I've seen this. Okay, so I went online to check to make sure the post office was going to be open. And indeed, they are open today until 4:30. So I am going to run in here real quick. It's not really a lot of traffic or a lot of people here. But before I go in, I wanted to update you guys because I noticed last night I was limping a little bit. Last Thursday or Friday, I was in the bed asleep, and it felt like a mosquito bite or something stinging me. And I was like, ow! Kind of woke up out of my sleep. I'm like, ow, that hurt. My daughter's like, what is it, Mom? I'm like, I don't know. It felt like something bit me. Well, I didn't think anything of it. I went back to sleep. And here we are. Today is Wednesday. So on Monday, I noticed the area where the bite was kind of tender. It didn't really hurt, but it was a little tender to the touch. On yesterday, the area was raised and swollen and blistery. And I was like, ouch. And then I noticed as the day progressed yesterday, I started limping. And then the area where the bite was, not only was it raised and blistery and swollen and rashy looking, but it was hot to the touch. So of course I'm putting in all this information because they're asking, our doctor's office sent out emails to everybody, and they're asking that unless it's something really, really serious, to not come into the office, and to avoid going to, I'm sorry, I have a spot on my back. I didn't mean to give you a face like that. But they're asking that everybody just kind of stay at home if you can. Don't come in unless it's a true emergency. And if you're sick or whatever, you know, try to watch out. So I didn't really want to go, so I got on the internet and I'm looking up stuff, and turns out it appears to be a spider bite. It's not like a venomous spider that like kills you within a day or two and your skin starts to fall off. It's none of that. It's just irritated. It's actually starting to get better. I got some hydrocortisone for insect bites, rash, irritation, stuff like that. It kind of alleviates any itching and burning sensation really, really fast. So I started using that yesterday. I used some in the morning. I used some last night, and then I put some on this morning, and it has really, really, really been helping. So watch out for the spiders, because spider bites hurt. I've never been, well, I take that back. I've been bitten by spiders before at work. When I was younger, I was working in a warehouse, and we're moving boxes and stuff like that, and paperwork, and storing stuff and filing stuff away for different lending companies and stuff like that when I was younger. And of course, all that paper and boxes and stuff in the warehouse. There were spiders there, and I got bitten by a spider then. But yeah, that was it. So be careful out here in these streets, because if it ain't one thing, it's another. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the post office. I don't know, I guess you guys can go in there with me. I'm just mailing off this package for my taxes. I'm going to unplug the phone from the aux cord, and I don't want it to sound like a loud pop, so I'm going to pause you guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I actually have a selfie stick that has a microphone on it. It's my daughter's, and it must be back on the third row. Anyway, let me get y'all out of my ear, because I'm sure y'all don't want to be in there. I'll probably edit all of this out so y'all don't have to deal. Where's my... I need my wallet, of course. Trying to mail something, they're not going to let you mail it for free. We'll give it a second for the light to adjust, since I'm actually getting out of the car. Alright, so I'm going inside the post office. And I have triple, quadruple checked to make sure that I am mailing this off to the correct address.
May I help you?
Yes, I need to send something off, but I want to send it off certified.
Okay. And do you need a return receipt with it or not?
Yes, please.
Okay, you need to go ahead and seal up your envelope.
Oh, yeah, I was just waiting till I got here to make sure that this was going to be okay to send it on here.
Where it's going to, your name and address on the back.
Okay.
And then we'll certify that for you. I'll be right with you.
Sure, take your time. I do not know the last 4 extra digits. The mail's in the car. So we get this little bumpity bump. I have hand sanitizer. I did speak to a physician, and they were saying with the hand sanitizer, although it works, most hand sanitizer is very low percentage of alcohol. So in order to do what it needs to do, it takes about approximately 15 minutes to kick in before I guess it starts doing the germ killing. And that's that. So I also have a bottle of alcohol. It's 50%. The 70% they were out of in the store, and I only had this one 50% bottle at home. Usually what I do when I go shopping, because I hate going to stores to shop, and I detest shopping online even more. So when I go shopping in the stores, no matter what it is, whether it's the dollar store or a Walmart or a grocery store like a Tom Thumbs or Kroger, Albertson, something like that. Whatever it is, wherever it is that I go shopping, if there's something on sale or a really good deal, I may get 3 or 4 of them. If they're $1, especially at the dollar store, I may get like 5. So if I go in the dollar store and they have like a whole shelf full of alcohol, then what I usually do is I'll get 5 of them, and those 5 alcohols will last me probably, I would say, a good 6 months to a year, because I don't really use a whole lot of alcohol. I mean, of course, you get a scrape or a scratch, a cut. Before and after I get my legs shaved or waxed, I will use the alcohol. I put it in a spray bottle and I spray my legs. Anytime I go and get any type of service for like my nails, I always take alcohol and spray it on me before the service, and then I spray it on me again after the service. Just because I've had an instance once before. Sound like that didn't want to come out. Once before, I went to this nail shop. They are out of business, and I don't recall the name. I have all the paperwork at home, but I don't recall the name right now. But my sister and I used to go to them all the time, and we went this one time in particular, and when we left about 2 or 3 days later, we both noticed that we had like a little irritation on our legs, almost like a rash from like bumps from like a razor cut or something. And so we were like, ugh. And we kind of called each other and was like, you got this issue, you got this issue. Long story short, it started getting worse, and it was covering more of my, I don't know what that rubbing sound is for my vehicle, but I'm not here for it. So I'm going to have to go to a tire shop or something, have them look that over. At any rate, the rash started getting worse, and it started hurting, and now it's just too much. So I went to the doctor, made me an appointment, went to the doctor, and had the doctor look at it, and she was like, where have you been? She did her little swab and went under the microscope to see what it was, and I had a bacteria infection on both of my legs that were not flesh eating, but back to the bacteria on our legs. We ended up having to get a shot and antibiotics, and we told the doctor where we went and where we picked it up from, the nail shop, and so they come to find out almost every single person that had been there was getting this same bacteria. And they also had this wax that when you first walk in, it's just sitting on a table plugged in. So kids, adults, everybody would stick their hands in the wax and peel it off and stick it back in there because they're just playing in it. But it's the paraffin wax that you're supposed to take your client's hand, you hold the hand, you place it in there for like a second or two, you bring it up, and then you put a plastic bag over the hand and tie the bag down and let it sit on the hand for like 15-20 minutes or whatever, and then you peel it off, and there's a whole little process you do, and it kind of softens the hands and make them feel really, really good. But it's usually when you're getting some type of nail service done that they will do this for you. Or if you just want to come in and have your hands softened, you can do that as well. But with everybody's hands going in, that wax, when it comes out, they're supposed to pull the plastic bag and the wax off at the same time because it's cooled down at this point, so it just slides right off your hand. And they take that bag and tie it down and dispose of it properly is what they're supposed to do. But if you have it sitting in a general area where the public is in there, this warm wax, and they see you bring a client over and you dip their hand in and bag it, little kids, small children are not going to understand. You can't play in that. But it's down really low, maybe sitting a couple of feet off the table, like a regular coffee table or something like that you would have in your house. That's what it was sitting on at the nail shop, right in the area of the lobby area. And so you have everybody dipping their hands in and putting the wax back, and they try to use the same wax for people's feet, like trying to scoop it out and pour it on their feet. I mean, they ended up getting shut down because they had too much going on. And ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway, y'all, I have made it to my sister's house. I got my taxes sent off. That was the most important thing that I needed to do. And I have a couple of other errands that I need to run. Going to Walmart, find the container. And then, what else do I need to do? Walmart. Yeah, I think that's about it. So, anyway, I might take you guys to Walmart with me. If not, the video may stop here because I'm already at like 20 minutes in recording. And there's going to be a lot of editing for me to chop this up and turn it into like a 10-minute video. But anyway, the life of a YouTuber. If I want to do it, I got to do it. At any rate. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next run.